Dear all, I'm really happy that I can reach you clearly and without any kind of emails, but straightly through a video in order to talk to you about our journey, what we are doing, how we are achieving our results, how we are going to achieve our results, but above all, what are the key enablers of this journey. As you know, we have started a journey to change. We will become a different company in 3 years. There is a new business plan that has been launched, a business plan that has a clear theme. It is a business plan that is called 11-1-15. As you know, this means that in 2011, we will be a €1 billion company generating the 15% of profitability. I don't want to tell you how big the challenge is. I don't want to tell you how important the challenge is. But you know, the starting point clearly should tell us that we are not even nearly close to what we should be or what we should become in 3 years. In 2008, we have averaged a result that is extremely negative from a bottom line point of view, and also from a top line point of view. So from a sales point of view, we are not nearly close to $1 billion that we should reach in 2 years, actually in 3 years. So it's an extremely important journey, it's an extremely important target that we need to achieve. And we can do this basically by doing few things. First of all, by working all together. Second, by adopting trust, and a lot of trust and a lot of transparency, working in an accountable way, so being accountable and having a lot of passion in what we do. As you know, our 5 key values are trust, transparency, teaming, accountability, and passion. So if we do this, if we do all what we do by applying our values, you will see that we will get where we want, how we want, as fast as we want. When we started our journey, when we started to create our new plan, we said, you know, it's important that we start from a vision. We need to have a vision. The vision should guide us for the future. Then the vision should generate strategies, clear strategies that they have to lead us where we want. And then what is going to happen is going to also happen that the strategies will lead to create some plans, and the plans will generate results. All this supported by 2 key pillars. People, means you, and system. And you know, when we talk about system and technology, we cannot forget that the company has done a lot of investments in the past that are gonna be kicking in the next month, that will generate all the impact that we want. Investment called SAP.
SAP, it's an ERP system. ERP, it's the so-called defined enterprise resource planning. It's a process of business integration. It's a process of, making things to be together. We are used so far, and that's part of the history, not just of our company, but most companies, in working based on activities. The main change concept of an ERP system is that we start working on processes. And I think that's a fundamental change, making things equal for everybody, harmonizing processes, commonalizing definitions, making things to be unique for the whole of company processes. Remember that this company that started his life almost 50 years ago was close to nothing, and now it's a company that it's close to 700 million euros sales, what means that we have a diversity of countries, cultures, legacies, information systems, etc., cannot work together any longer. One of the questions you may all raise, it's what's in it for me, okay? And this what's in it for me, it's fundamental to be understood. You spend most of your time today transacting and trying to make things together in something that results so far quite difficult. The implementation of an ERP system helps you to facilitate a different process, which at the end of the day will give you more time for analysis and capacity of understanding what you have done, and less time devoted to pure transactioning, which is non-added value for the company. And in that sense, it's not just that the ERP would solve everything in-house. We need to adapt we need to change. We need to have a different mentality, and for that we need to get the support of whatever are the different departments in the company, the different, people knowing the processes that will help you in making that change and adaptation to your needs.
The SAP project kicked off in 2007. Implementation of R1 began in September and went live in January 2008. Since then, all accounting and indirect purchases for the 5 Italian companies, Natuzzi, Nacon, Lagina, Natco and Impe, are fully managed through SAP. The first experience shifted around 200 end users from the old S400 J.D. Edwards system to SAP. In 2008, R1 rollouts continued. Spain in July, and since November, US accounting and direct purchases have also been managed through SAP. Finance, auditing and direct purchases are currently being implemented in Romania under the first associate operation. R2 was launched parallel to R1 and involves the entire active order cycle: order management, invoicing, delivery, planning and product setup. This part involves core processes and has been a longer, harder route. But R2 is now ready to go live in Italy and with some of our foreign subsidiaries. The R1 project will continue in 2009, extending to finance and auditing modules for all other commercial countries and beyond. R2 will also be extended to include direct purchase of materials and production planning for all foreign operations. The project will be completed by the end of 2009 or early 2010. By the end of 2010, we will have shifted 700 users and all core business processes, accounting, order management and production planning, to SAP.
It's time to change. We cannot stand any longer with the current processes scattered all over the world, and through SAP we can really succeed in that integration process for the company. So feel free to use all the access in the company to make that accessible to you as well, understandable to you, and be two-way communication all the time to clarify and to make the process accessible to you and effective for the company purposes.
If you are a key tenor and a key holder of this strategy and of this journey, also SAP is another one. So why SAP is important? SAP is important because it's one of the key elements that will enable all our efforts to reach the target that we want. SAP is important because SAP means that we need to put a new type of discipline in what we do, that we need to work by process, that we need to work all in the same way, using the same language, having absolutely the same kind of targets. SAP is going to force us to work in the same way everywhere. SAP doesn't generate results free of charge. We need to adapt ourselves to what is the new SAP way of working. We need to commit ourselves in doing things in a way that is probably slightly different than before. SAP is going to oblige us to be extremely focused and extremely committed in giving time, in giving passion, and in giving a lot of effort in making sure that all what we do, it's very close to perfection. So a vision is important, strategies are important, plans are important to achieve results, but if all this is not supported by people and system, we will never be the company that we aspire to be. So while you are important and you are extremely important to achieve this, SAP is the other key stakeholder and is the other key pillar of our new venture. And if we do all the things as we want, and if we start by having a break-even in 2009, believe me, we can do much more than what we want. And don't forget that our journey is called 11-1-15. 11 is 2011. We're going to be a €1 billion company generating the 15% of EBIT. And I count on you and I count on SAP. But you know what? You and SAP are almost the same thing. SAP without you cannot generate the results, and you without SAP, you cannot generate the results that we want. So have a great year, and don't forget that failure is not an option. We will win, and we can do it.